let us know. Like,
cut it out.
His phone is ringing.
Right.
But I'm curious to know what you got to say now.
Right. I mean, this is good stuff. People need to know. Right?
Let's get into it. What's the next question?
It ain't no next question. We're going right back to that same
All right,
question.
so we are back with Kai Bell, and he is about to tell us why Atlanta has such a bad rap. Why at Atlanta? You don't hear any other stories about any other city except Atlanta.
What have you heard? Let's put it that way. Not what you think.
That was such a good way to phrase that. What have I heard? I think it stems from a lot of bitter people who move here with.
That's some truth.
Yeah, and move. A lot of bitter people have. I take that back. A lot of people move here and become bitter, and then move away back to DC and New York, and you get, oh no, I was in Atlanta, fuck that place.
I had to get away.
Right, I had to get away.
I never thought about
bottoms
that.
down there. And to me, that's 80%.
Says the bottom.
That's 80%.
That would be fine for a top, right? No top says too many bottoms in Atlanta.
Exactly. That's very true. That is very
Carry
true.
your bottom ass out of Atlanta, then. That's a problem.
And you hear that a lot from 80%, and you find out, oh yeah, well they lived there at one point. They had a horrible experience with someone that broke their heart, or they gave too much to, emotionally, financially, physically, whatever.
Right. So tell us a little bit about your business.
The fitness aspect, I've been doing that now 15 years.
Okay.
I was in corporate America for 8.5 years. I was vice president of the company here in Atlanta.
How old were you when you left corporate America?
Old.
Very old.
That's the word of the day.
Oh, that was really Oprah of you. That was so Oprah of you.
That's my auntie. I learned everything I know from her.
Oh, but see, I watched it, so
Jumping out of corporate America and doing your own thing is a huge risk. It's a scary thing to do.
I had no desire to.
Well,
I had no desire to do what I am currently loving right now.
Wow. So
how did you get into
I
it?
fell in it. When I say I fell in it, I literally fell in it. Got out of corporate America, kept interviewing. That was the time when people in Atlanta was like, no shutting doors. And I had
around 2000.
Exactly. And I had two friends at that time. They said, I tell you what, you are always in the gym. You're hard in fitness. You're already doing an aerobics class. Why don't you try to make that profession? And my exact words then were, you must be crazy. Nobody will pay for this. And one literally said, well, I tell you what, try it for a year. If you do it for a year, I'll pay your rent. And the other friend said, well, you pay his rent.
Oh my gosh.
It said, if you pay his rent, I'll pay his car.
That needs
I
some
need
more friends.
And send us their numbers.
Literally, and I told everybody, when you have an offer on the table like that, you take it.
They called your bluff.
And
I mean, that's God right there. That's nothing but
like I said, that was divine intervention. And I did it. I made it happen because I knew I had two people that were believing in me more than
somebody
I believed in myself. More than I even believed in myself. So I was sweating bullets, but by the end of the year, by the time the next year rolled around, I was just about in everybody's gym teaching, and I ended up with a client list that I was having to tell people I'm full right now.
Wow.
That's amazing. And to this day, they won't allow me to pay them back.
Wow. That's a blessing.
Thank you to those friends.
Yeah.
Because
well,
we wouldn't be sitting here if
friends like that are far and few. I tell people, even when you fall out with them, remember that time.
Right.
And you make up for that. Friendships, that is what's hard in Atlanta. True friendships. You can have associates, you can have friends. True friendships.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's not the same as a BFF, by the way.
And it's not. It's not
at all.
Not the same thing. I think I can see, because I see a lot of friend circles, per se. I see a lot of friend circles, and I just don't see a lot of genuine, real friendships in those circles. And I think that a lot of times, and sadly in our community, there's a lot of insecurity in our community just because we grew up as little black gay boys. So that's, that sets the framework for a lot. That sets the framework. See, I have a son, gay boy, but we have sometimes we have such an unstable foundation that we accept so much that we shouldn't, and we don't really know sometimes what friendships are.
That is
you know,
Or
so
how
you
to
get
be
somebody
friends.
who you can drink with all the time and kiki and laugh, blah blah
Right.
blah, and you consider that a real friend, but
see, I've always said a true friend will never ever shy away from telling you the truth.
right.
They will never. Not only that, and this is how I know I have 3 to 4 good true friends, because they always keep me from making a fool of myself.
Yeah.
They see it coming, they're like, wait a minute, hold on.
Right.
You know, they're ready to remove me from certain situations, or they'll pull me to the corner and go, no, you know that's wrong, tell you right. And we never get mad about it, because all I can say is,
Well, let's
Right.
take these. Now that we're talking about friends, let's take that and how that affects your dating and relationships. How, you know, you have a very tight knit group of friends. It sounds like people that have been around for a long time. They know Kai. They know when Kai's about to make a mistake. You know, all these things.
Right.
Do they give their opinion? Do they interject themselves, or do you allow them their opinion to
no. And I can
have
go
any
ahead-
bearing
I
on
can go
your
ahead and
date?
cut that off right now.
Really?
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Not
No.
to. No,
So they don't be like, Kai, you know you don't like that boy.
But no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Okay.
I intentionally do not allow my friends to meet someone that I am initially interested
Okay.
in until I get to know.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
Until I get to
A
know.
lot of times people want to bring around their new dates too
Thank
damn
you.
fast.
Too-
You don't
too
even
quickly.
know them.
Right. I don't even know your last name.
Right.
Right.
That's crazy.
So no, I intentionally don't. Now, if we're out somewhere and one of my friends says, "Hey, you know, keep on try to talk to him," that's totally different.
Right.
But someone that I have tried to, you know, really put an interest into and get to know, I'm like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah. Understandable.
No, wait.
I think that's important too. Like you said, you need to get to know them before you can bring them
Right.
into someone else's life that's a part of your life.
Well, my thing is, like I tell anybody, I can enjoy this time that I'm spending with you, but I don't even know if I like you yet.
Right. Right. I know you're
So-
cute. I know I'm attracted to you.
Exactly.
But do I like you?
But
we
do-
jump into relationships with good sex and attraction sometimes, and you don't even know if you really like the
But see, I'm
person.
gonna take it a step further. The way I'm able to gauge it is, if I wake up, I'm gonna be bothered that you're still here.
And if that's a yes,
You're right.
Yeah. What's up to all you lovers out there? It's Juan and G, and we just got back from a run. And we thought this was a great opportunity to encourage all of you lovers out there, to go deeper into your relationship and take part in the Emory Strong Together campaign.
Yeah, you know, oftentimes, you know, you worry about your physical fitness, your six-pack abs, your bulging biceps, but once you get into a relationship, you know, your sexual health kind of takes a back burner for some people. And we want to send a message out to you to let you know that sexual health is just as important as your physical fitness.
Exactly. So take responsibility for each other's health, go deeper into your relationship, and go to strongertogether.us and take part into the campaign.
And if you're eligible, you could even receive $80 for your time. Once again, that website is strongertogether.us. That's strongertogether.us. Go deeper.
Peace.
So you mentioned earlier that, you know, you're kind of married to your work right now, and that's kind of preventing you from dating. But once you have the company up and running and you have employees making your swimwear and all that, what's the future holding for your love life, your dating life?
You know, I won't necessarily say it's preventing me from dating.
I was about to say, because
Just occupying
you
your
want to
time.
meet somebody, right?
It's preventing me from meeting someone.
Right.
Okay. Because we would obviously you would not be Bachelor of the Month if you was not trying to look for a book. It's not necessarily true. We just think it's important to highlight some of these single gentlemen out here. And we've had a lot of conversations as well.
We actually
And I know that you are kind of looking for somebody special. But you know one thing I've always wanted to ask you.
And here we go.
Right.
Anytime we talk about it, you always say nobody wants me.
You're like, did I say that?
No, I've said it.
Yeah, he says
I
it
said,
all
I
the
said
time.
it this morning.
Oh.
So why do you say that?
I'm just shocked he remembered that.
No, I know, because you've said it to me multiple times, and I've always been like, why not? Why do you think, or why do you, and you can say it as, you know, in jest or as a joke, but if you say it all the time, where does that come from?
I've never been one of those people where I find myself to be the guy that looks this particular way or the guy that has this particular attribute. So I can be, and a lot of people don't believe it, but I can be that very shy and bashful guy. I can be that wallflower in the room where I'll stand up against the wall, you know, I'll smile, but I'll look at everybody and go, okay, Everybody else is brewed up, so
Right.
let me just enjoy my wine,
Right.
and nobody wants it.
Oh,
And
so
then
when,
I would leave and go home and go back to work.
so that comes from your experience, kind of being in the background and not really being approached. Is that come from not being approached, or does it come from you approaching and being rejected?
Oh, both.
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 Okay. So you
So-
get rejected all
What?
the time?
That's what I was about to say. And you know,
Like, so you approach then?
Well, I do. I've been known to.
and so I just want to make this point. That goes to show you never judge a book, because you will look at him and say, people reject
Right.
you, but you know everyone experiences rejection. So tell us about that experience, like those experiences, like being rejected. What feelings?
I mean, I don't necessarily have a particular feeling. I go, okay, because you can't be everyone's flip. You
Thank
cannot
you.
be everyone.
Please
you
say
think
that
you're
again.
everyone's flip, you're gonna be on suicide watch.
And that has nothing to do with you.
It has nothing to do with exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
if you were everybody's flavor, it's gonna be a boring world.
Yeah.
True.
Well, I want to commend you for approaching, because a lot of men do not approach, and why you say that oftentimes you're in social settings, they don't approach you, because a lot of them just too goddamn scared. They don't. Now, a lot of them are afraid of rejection.
Now see, now I want to interview you because I get that and I don't understand.
I don't
That's what
understand
hear
either.
all the
I'm
time.
not that type of
That's
person.
what
I'm not
I hear,
that
and
person.
I don't get that.
Juan was the type of person that said he never
I
approaches
never
anybody.
approach anyone.
So maybe you can ask him.
But all that comes from is an intimidation factor, number one, and fear of rejection.
Nobody likes
That's all that is rooted in, really.
And you have to be comfortable. If you think you can go the rest of your life without being rejected, you're gonna hate no all the time. But that shouldn't stop you.
You're for a rude awakening.
Yeah, you in for a rude awakening if you think you're not gonna be rejected. It's a part of life.
Any last words you want to leave with our audience, our lovers out there?
Lovers out there.
Everyone, we call everyone is a lover.
Yes, we are lovers. We are, all there is at the end of the day is love. We are born in love.
This is true.
We die in love.
This is true.
God is love. We are all love.
I'm just loving life. I'm just loving life, waiting for the right.
So let them know where they can find you. Where are you on Facebook? Where are you on Instagram and all those different things? And you can also inbox us if you are interested in speaking with Kai.
Everything is simple. My Facebook is Kai Bell. My fan page is Kai Bell. IG is Kai Bell. Then I have, like I said, the KaiBellCollection.com. But I also have the fitness site, which is KaiBell.net.
And you also do your suicide extreme body. And I keep saying I'm going to come. And I have not made it yet.
I've seen all the pictures on.
Yeah, I was like,
so.
keep saying I'm going to come, but he also does, twice, three times a week?
3 times a week.
Extreme body suicide. So check this guy out. Hit him up on Facebook. We'll put all his information up. Do not contact us to hook you up. This is the hookup. Contact him directly.
You just told them.
You're gonna edit that out.
Didn't he just say
You're going to edit that part.
Right.
I changed my mind. Don't call. We ain't got time. Contact him directly. As
This is why
always,
he got no boo. This is exactly why he got no boo.
he's a very open guy. He's going to respond to everyone. Right?
And I actually do. I actually do.
He is a very nice guy.
Everybody.
Thank you guys for tuning in for our first Bachelor of the Month. Please keep sharing and liking our videos. As always, we love you. Thanks for the support. Peace.
Love you all.